All right, guys. February 5th, some NAS and some ES action. Confluences so far on NQ. The 4 hour is bullish. Right now, we're in a 4 hour bullish fair value gap. Now, what's kind of making me hesitate a little bit is the fact that we are at these 1 hour highs right here, and the 1 hour is bearish. So we have about it's 9:40 right now. We have about 20 minutes until the 1 hour candle closes. And that will determine if this is a liquidity sweep on the 1 hour time frame or if we're going to break structure on the 1 hour time frame. Now the same thing the same thing is happening on NAS right now too. I mean on ES. ES is at these 1 hour highs as well too. But these 1 hour highs that we are at right now on ES are not the same as the 1 hour highs on NQ. The 1 hour highs on NQ is Tuesday, February 4th, 23. On ES, the highs are 1900. The 23 are down here, so ES already broke above those highs, displaced above those highs rather. But we are at 1 hour resistance right here, liquidity. So what I'm going to do actually is I want to see if we can displace above these highs by 10 o'clock, or if we don't, we're taking sells today if I get some displacement to the downside, because both pairs are at 1 hour liquidity levels, and that can determine. Remember, I always say liquidity sweeps move the market. So if we get displacement on the 5 minute on both pairs, then I'll take some sells even though the bias is bullish. But yeah, guys, and I'll risk half of what I normally risk for today. So I pretty much have to wait until 10 o'clock. Let me see. Yeah, because there's no fair value gaps being created right now on the 5 minute. I think ES created one. Um, but I'm not really trading ES, I'm trading NAS. So yeah, guys, I will be back at 10 o'clock, or if we get displacement on both pairs above this level right here. And then from there, we can take a trade. All right. All right, guys. Well. So on NAS, good thing I waited, because the 1 hour candle did not close above the 1 hour liquidity, like I was pretty sure it wasn't going to. On ES, we tapped into this 5 minute fair value gap and started displacing to the downside, which I pretty much should have took that trade on ES, but I was just waiting for NAS. So yeah, ES didn't close above the highs either. NAS didn't close above the highs, but I'm pretty much waiting for NAS to give me my 5 minute fair value gap, and then I will enter and take it down to these lows right here, because this is a valid liquidity sweep and I want to capitalize off of it. Now, ultimately, we have these 4 hour lows right here, 4 hour liquidity that we can target when we do get into the trade. And we also have some down here that we can target as well. But ultimately, I just need get my 5 minute fair value gap, because both pairs right now, it's 10:08 right now, are pretty much doing the same thing. You know what? I might actually trade ES, because since we had the gap here, let me see something. 55.74. The thing about ES, man, it's just it's not. just don't like it, bro. Like, if I wanted to do a 1 to 2, that's all the way down here. And the 4 hour lows are right here, you know? But on the 1 minute time frame, let me see something. Yeah, SMT divergence. All right, guys. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna risk. I'm gonna take a sell on ES. I don't even want to do that. That's the thing. I really don't want to do that. I really don't. I'd rather take a sell on Nas, but Nas is the weaker pair, and it's not gonna move as much. All right, whatever. We're gonna take a sell on ES because we already got our. You know what? What I can actually do is I'll wait actually because we're forming a 5 minute fair value gap right here. But if it does end up closing, we have a minute and 47 seconds left. But if it ends up closing this gap, then we can definitely take a sell beforehand because I can risk more since the candlesticks came up higher, if that makes sense. Did we sweep anything on the 1 hour? No, 1 hour liquidity is there. 30-minute liquidity is down there. Oh, 30-minute liquidity was swept. 30-minute liquidity was swept. Thirty-minute liquidity was swept, guys. Yo, this is actually insane because now what this can do is I don't want to take shorts anymore because, guys, look, the higher time frames, we're bullish on the 4 hour and we're bullish on the 1 hour on ES. But we just tapped it. We're inside of a 4 hour fair value gap and we just swept 30-minute liquidity. On NAS, on NQ, we didn't get any displacement to the downside after sweeping these 1 hour highs. We didn't sweep any 30-minute liquidity because there is none. But this can cause NQ to go bullish again. It's really, really, really ay 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 man. It's like, you know. Yeah, see now the 1 minute looks like it's displacing to the upside after sweeping that 30-minute liquidity. Guys, it's really tricky right now. Like, and that's why I'm not taking the trade because I don't really trade ES. I don't trade ES at all because it's slow. But I use ES. I can use ES as like a confluence to NQ. 15-minute lows were swept. 15-minute low. This is the 8 o'clock, February 5th. 8 o'clock. 8:30. Oh, these weren't even swept. What about 8:30? Let me see. Hmm. Damn, man. Guys, it's really, really, really tricky today. I must admit. Ay, 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 man. All right, guys, I'm gonna pause the video here and come back when I'm inside of a trade and explain to you guys why I took the trade or if I took a trade today at all. All right, because this is really something, guys. You wouldn't believe this. Right now it's about 1:20 p.m. and we're finally taking our first trade. Um, it's actually ridiculous, but what ended up happening is we are currently displacing above these 4 hour highs right here, as you can see. On ES, we did the same thing. We're currently displacing above these 4 hour highs. 5 minute time frame. As you can see, we came down, swept liquidity. Right now, originally, first things first, we came up, respected this, created a 5 minute fair value gap on NAS on NQ. We are inside of a 5 minute fair value gap right now. And what did I do? I went on a 1 minute time frame. As soon as we tapped into the 5 minute fair value gap, we displaced out of it on the 1 minute time frame. Right now I'm going for like a 1 to 1.7. I'm really not going for anything major today. Stops are beneath these lows right here, just in case. And yeah, guys, first trade. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, we're in this trade. Took out some liquidity, went to the upside. We are at 4 hour highs right now. So that is kind of like, it could be like a reason for us to be a little hesitant on this trade, but I'm not. That the reason why I entered is because every time frame was bullish and we did displace above the highs at one point. So that kind of gave me some hope to take the buy. So yeah, I mean, all I can do right now is pretty much just wait and see what price wants to do. I have my stop loss beneath these lows. As I said, going for like a 1 to 1.7. But yeah, 1 to 2 would be right here. But yeah, right now we're in drawdown. I am waiting for displacement to the downside for us to close this trade, because if we do get displacement to the downside, I already know like it's not looking good. And it looks like we have 30 seconds till this 1 minute candle closes. I don't want any bearish fair value gaps to form. That's what I don't want. Now ES, we're kind of like consolidating above the highs, We originally broke through, but took out this liquidity, went a little higher. It's really weird today. Down about 160. And you guys are wondering, like, why didn't I take a trade here? There was literally no opportunity to. Like, there was fair value gaps being formed, but there was literally no opportunity for us to retrace into it. Price just ripped, literally ripped. I have no idea what caused that. There was no news, no anything. But if we get a fair value gap, we don't even have a fair value gap here. So there is no displacement yet to the downside. Yeah, today was just really ass. Really, really, really ass. I want this wick to come up here. If this candle closes like this, I'm closing the trade. This is a fair value gap right here on the 1 minute time frame. I do not want that to happen because that means we're displacing to the downside, and that's not what I want. 30 seconds left. $17. Yep. Stopped out. All right, guys. Took the loss. Not too upset about it. It was my edge. I seen it. I spotted it. It happened. It is what it is. Yeah. Price, I guess, did want to displace to the downside. So we pretty much, it looks like this is a 4-hour liquidity sweep, to be honest. And this is exactly why you don't want to take a trade in the afternoon, and you also don't want to kind of take trades at major liquidity levels. Like, this is actually ridiculous. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Hopefully we have a better trading day tomorrow. We are down. How was that $500? Anyways, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow. We're gonna be rinse and repeat. All right, you guys have a good one. Take care.